This morning, I got cooked. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got cooked this morning. -1 R, right? So thinking about that, 5 - 1 is 4 R, right? You going on a nice streak, you're taking all these trades, you're executing properly, you're waking up on time, and then of course you run into a losing trade. Now, how do you deal with that? Simple. You just look at it, look what you did. Did you follow your rules? So anytime I take a trade, win or loss, I always look, okay, what did I do wrong? And what did I do right? Did I do everything that my trading plan says I have to do to take the trade? So that's number one, and I'm gonna write that down. Get the call out. Once you take the trade, of course, analyze. Don't sit there and go, get too excited and go, oh my gosh, I won the trade. And, oh yeah, I won the trade. I'm the best trader of all time. Like, that's okay. I understand, you may get excited and whatnot, but you always have to be like a robot when you're trading. Analyze what you did. Because sometimes you can take a trade and not follow your trading plan and still win. That can always happen. That happens a lot with traders, right? They'll go against their trading plan, they'll win the trade, and then when they win the trade, right, they're like, okay, I can continue to do this. And then they continue to do X, Y, and Z. Then what tends to happen, right? You get this overconfidence in yourself with trading. And then you go, the next following week, you're still not following your trading plan. Now you're getting cooked 10 times in a row. Now you're like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Now you think you're the worst trader of all time, right? You see where I'm coming from? It's all about, okay, understanding your emotions is very important, but you never want to react off of your emotions when you're trading because that will do some damage to your psychology, right? And that's why today we have the live psychology talk, right? So first things first, once the trade, right, has made its move, write that down, has made its move. The next thing you want to do, next thing you want to do is analyze what went down and did you follow your trading plan? That's what you want to realize when you're trading a trade. What went down and did I follow my trading plan? Your trading plan is your trading plan for a reason. And things that should be consistent within your trading plan are things such as what? Good risk management, influences, when to trade, when not to trade, right? Because at the end of the day, you have to, and it's a must. So this is non-negotiable. You always have to treat trading like a business. Because if you don't treat it like a business and you don't take it serious, then you're never going to get serious results. It's just as simple as it gets, and it's just life in general. You don't take something serious, then don't expect to get serious results. You have to take what you're putting your energy into, your time, especially with trading, because it can get frustrating, right? The reason why it's so frustrating with people is because they don't follow the trading plan. They have that sense of entitlement that the market owes them something. You never want to be the type of trader that has the entitlement. I'm gonna write that down too. You never want to be the type of trader that's entitled. That is extremely important. Never want to be an entitled trader. Because once you're entitled to the market, oh man. Entitled trader. You never want to be a type of trader that, of course, like I was saying, the market owes you this, the market owes you that. Oh, you lost 2 trades in a row. The market owes you some. Check this out. The best traders lose a whole bunch of trades too. Some may show it, some may not. I show it from time to time, like my losses and whatnot, because it's just a loss. It's part of the game. Nobody's going to win every single trade every single time. And trading does not work like that. I wish it did, but it doesn't. It never works like that. Anytime you're taking a trade, it's always going to have a random outcome, whether you like it or not. I made a post the other day, something with Ed and Eddie, and it was basically saying, oh, when price hits TP on TradingView, but doesn't hit TP on MetaTrader 4, right? Where you're actually taking a trade. And one thing I strongly recommend traders do when that does occur is simply stand on top of it. Have an alert when your price gets near TP. So when it gets to TP, you can manually close it yourself. I know how that feels. I just know how that is in general. Just see your trade, hit TP on TradingView, and you look at your MetaTrader 4, and price just reversed instantly your stop loss. You never want to let that stuff happen. You want to protect your capital at all costs, right? You never want to just let something just, slip and slide away like that. Right? Let's take a look back at these trades right here. That winner right there, of course. But these trades right here, right? Risk to reward is important. When you're taking trades, your trades should always be a 1-to-1 or above. Never a 0.05, right? Or something very weird and drastic. So let's take a look right here, right? We have this 1-to-1 right here. You should never have a trade that's like this. I'm going to show you. Something like that. No, it should never be like that. It has to be even or greater. If it's not even or greater, you don't want to take the trade. It's that simple. Your trading plan should always consist of, okay, every trade I execute, right? It's going to have good risk to reward, 1-to-1 or above. It can be 1-to-4s, you stick with 1-to-3s. Whatever is in your trading plan is what you have to stick with. I'm going to write that down. Because that right there, a lot of traders mix up every single day in the markets. Whatever is in your trading plan, you must stick with it. You must stick with it. You must stick with it. Because if you don't stick with it, right, then what tends to happen? Failure. So anytime you're taking a trade, you always want to be consistent every single day, no, regardless of how you feel. Because every day is going to be a random outcome. You really want to be, when you're trading, you really want to be optimistic right before you take these trades, knowing that you're following all your rules, knowing that you're following everything that you need to do and you're doing everything that you control, right? And like I always say, every trade is going to have a random outcome because every trade is unique that you take. And it is that simple. And it's the same thing in life as well, too, with people as well. But in the markets, you must continue to do the same exact thing over and over and over and over. A lot of people can't take 4 losses in a row, 5 losses in a row, then bounce right back like nothing ever happened. A lot of traders can't do that because why? They have that pride. Okay, they got the entitlement like, oh, I should win all these trades. And no, sometimes you may have a losing streak. It happens. It happens. All you do is control what you can control every single trade. You keep moving forward. If you have a solid edge, then you should always be profitable. It's no excuse. But that's just the reality of it. Once you really understand that your trading plan is it, it's it. I'm telling you. Your trading plan is what's going to take your trading to the next level because you can always add more things to your trading plan. take things out, that's going to benefit you because it's your trading plan. You never want to let, what you see off Instagram, what you see off of other traders, try to see what their trading plan is, try to copy them and whatnot. You don't want to do that. And I was a victim to that when I first started trading. I was a victim of, oh, what is, whatever traders, the top traders are doing, trying to see what, the trading plan is or something like that. Now that's good to see, of course, an example of it. But your trading plan is your trading plan. Your strategy has to fit your personality. Simple. You never want to force yourself doing anything in the market because you will be miserable. And that's one thing that you don't want to do is be miserable when you're trading. I promise you. So anytime you're taking a trade, just always remember, right? It's not going to be a guaranteed win. It's not going to be a guaranteed loss. You're never going to know the outcome. Only thing you do is execution, 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 execution. That's what keeps the top 1% traders alive is because we execute, 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 execute. And we never quit. Never. The moment you quit and the moment you're done. You never want to quit. I promise you never want to quit. You never. Quitting is the worst thing you can ever do to yourself. I promise you. That's the worst thing you can do. Right? And just catching these trades too is pretty decent and everything. Good risk to reward. But a lot of times too, traders think, oh, it's NFP week. Oh, what can I do? It's NFP week. Oh my gosh, it's a week where everybody loses money. You're worrying about you losing money. Stop worrying about what everybody else is thinking. Just take into precaution what's going on. Understand the nature of the market and what's going on, right? Once you understand the nature, that's when your time to shine and to be proactive. You see it's raining outside, you're not gonna go outside looking like Captain Underpants. You're gonna go outside, you have a jacket on, you have proper clothing, you have an umbrella possibly, right? To prepare for the rain. Nobody in the right mind is gonna go outside looking like Captain Underpants when it's raining because they want to look like that, right? And that's just like that with trading. You have to follow your rules and you have to adjust with the nature of the market and what's going on. You always have to be able to adapt. If you can't adapt, you'll never survive in trading. I'm gonna write that down too. That's a very, very powerful one right there. If you can't adapt, you'll never survive in trading. I promise you. If you can't adapt, you'll never survive in trading. You always have to be willing to, okay, you see what's going on. You see there's like a high impact news event. What are you going to do, right? Are you going to take the risk, take the trade during the high impact news event? Because a lot of times those events, the market turns into a wild card like Uno, right? Someone gets the wild card, you don't know what color they about to draw. Sometimes the color can go your way. Sometimes the color can go the other way. But that's just how trading honestly is in general. But when there's high impact news, it's a more even much bigger wild card, right? Even more colors to choose from. So I strongly recommend too to also account that in your trading plan. Always account the news in your trading plan, like whether you're gonna trade it or you're not gonna trade, because you know when the news happens, news event comes out, it's gonna be a lot of volatility. Promise you that one. So I'm gonna write that down too. Definitely write this down for yourselves. Please add whether to trade during the high impact news events or not to. You have to make that decision for yourself when you're in your trading plan. Myself, I personally don't trade high impact news events, I really don't do that. I don't trade during the high impact news events. Now you can trade during those. Honestly, you honestly can and still get a good result. It's just within my trading plan. It's just within my rules, and I see what works for me. And I'm not worried about what works with everybody else. I look at what works for me. That's what you got to look at in trading. You're not in competition with everybody. It's a competition between you and yourself, not against anybody else. Because no, you're not trading on anybody's accounts, and nobody's trading on your account except you. You're in full control, and your trading plan, right? By you following your trading plan, it's going to give you the outcomes. Either one, it's going to give you a bad outcome because you see, okay, I may have to make some adjustments to my trading plan, and or you may get the results you want. And how do you really see those results? It's through back testing as well too. You back test all the time, I guarantee you, you're going to put yourself ahead of the game. And another key pointer is don't trade too many pairs. That's one thing I'm also going to add as well too. Limit the amount of pairs you trade. This will definitely help you out so much. Limit the amount of pairs you trade. Once you limit the amount of pairs you trade, it's really going to help you out tremendously. Because one, you're going to see, okay, when you're back test, you're going to see those exact results, right? And you want to mirror those results. Now, how do you mirror those results? You stick with those few pairs that you use in your back testing or just one pair in general. That's one thing I strongly recommend when you're trading is to limit the amount of pairs. So that's something that I definitely recommend that you do add to your trading plan to definitely get you the best results. But does anybody have any questions or anything for me? No questions? Well, that's good. I'm glad you all showed up today. Hope you all learned something. Definitely tune in for more breakdowns and psychology talks and whatnot. Definitely keep tuning in. Keep tuning in. Everybody have a great day, blessed day. Definitely keep trading and be careful tomorrow during NFP Friday because there's a lot of high impact news. Other than that, you will have a great day and goodbye.